What's up, guys? It's Casey Zugelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with a brand new Hocus Pocus video, and today it's really different. I got this idea in my head, and I won't be able to write another script if I don't get it out right now. So, power through this one with me. Just do it for me. Do it for your girl. We talk a lot on this channel about the iconic songs of the Sanderson sisters and their amazing performances. People have asked me what song I could hear them covering in a third movie, and while I don't have a perfect answer for that one quite yet, talk to me at the end of this video, it did get me thinking about something else. The Hocus Pocus soundtrack has plenty of songs that reminisce about the Sanderson sisters or kind of give their vibes off, especially the second one, but also Spotify has playlists for all kinds of things, and many people make playlists that remind them of their favorite books, movies, TV shows, and most of all their characters. So, what songs remind me of the Sanderson sisters? My favorite genre of music is rock, specifically hard rock and alt rock, to be perfectly exact. So we're going to build a Sanderson Sisters rock soundtrack today. Some of these I actually could see them covering. I don't know how we'd be able to turn them Halloween-y, but I'll talk about that while we're talking about those specific songs. I'm going to break down why I think these songs fit them so well, starting from the category of, has a Sanderson vibe, to this song could be about the Sanderson sisters. Even though it isn't, it could be about them. Some of these songs do use strong profanity, so I won't be playing any vignettes for that reason and for copyright restrictions, because I don't want to get blasted by the copyright gods. Please no. But I will be discussing lyrics, and I'll link the songs in the description down below if you want to listen to them for yourself, and I highly recommend you do. So let's rock and roll. The first song I put on the Sanderson Sisters rock soundtrack is Into Hell by the band I Prevail. For me, this has vibes of specifically the three of them when one of them is hurting. Especially after Winifred loses her sisters in Hocus Pocus 2. This song really fits her there. Some of the lyrics are definitely powerful when you look at them through her point of view, especially in that moment. Here's one of the verses. Your tired eyes like open wounds, you see right through me. Mary and Sarah know who Winifred really is on the inside, beyond the strong facade she puts on for everyone else. They're the only ones who could see the real Winifred. The bridge and the refrain are perfect for the familial bond and Winifred's selfless sacrifice at the end when she could have been all powerful, but she wanted to be with her sisters. So pull me even closer, take me even lower, we can find the calm before the storm. Though hell is freezing over, no peace of mind, no closure, we can find the calm before the storm. Which they do most of the time. They always, before crap hits the fan. You can drag me through the fire, throw me into the well. You're the closest thing to heaven, I'd follow you into hell. And she did. She couldn't live without Sarah and Mary. She watched them die. And she knew she couldn't keep going if they weren't there with her. So she sacrificed her grand powers and life to be with them back in hell. It's a really sweet moment, and this song reminds me of that moment so much. Track 2 on this lovely soundtrack goes to Angel Song by Nothing More, featuring David Draymond from Disturbed, who are my favorite band. I love Disturbed. I am one of the Disturbed ones. I love it. The first verse doesn't really fit the Sanderson sisters, but the refrain and verse 2 really get me thinking of them. More specifically, their deviousness and their defiance against Trask and the social norms of 1690, 1653, 1600 Salem. Because before he pushed them over the edge, they were good. They were good girls. They were a little wacky. Winifred could be a little bratty, but she was kind of the head of the family after their father died suddenly, so she was under a lot of stress. They were good guys. They were being raised well until their dad died, and Trask took guardianship and tried to impose all his ideals on them. Revenge came after they went through a traumatic event, so just the verse and refrain are perfect. They tried to own us and control us so we don't get in the way, but we get in the way. They got in everybody's way. Won't take no crap, won't be no witch. I'm censoring this, obviously. Not one more inch, not today. We're not going away. falling like angels out of the dark and into a dream. Come all ye faithful, light up the sky for all to see. We're falling like angels. Oh my god. They did fall like angels. Winifred, at the end of the first movie, when she turns to stone, gets angel wings. She's literally a fallen angel. It's kind of amazing. I freaking love that. The just fits. They are, and they light up the sky. They always light up every room they walk into. But like, it really fits because they were good guys, and then they fell for reasons that are a little traumatic and horrible, but they did kind of become fallen angels after that. They started using their powers for evil and not good and all this stuff. Just Angel Song really fits them so well. It really makes me think of when they set Trask's house on fire and began their journey into witchhood. Like, I could almost see a music video of the young sisters set to this song interspersed with clips of their elder selves. It's got a really strong message of defiance, and I like that for them. Track 3 that I have chosen is a Starset song called Dark Things. It's Sanderson vibes. It's Sanderson plus Mother Witch vibes. And if there was one song on this list I could hear for the 4 of them singing together, oh, it's this one. I honestly can't figure out if Mother would take the lead to remind the sisters what they are, make them evil again, or if this would be a Winifred and Mother, like, duet kind of thing on the verses, with Mary and Sarah joining in on the refrain as a sort of, we're breaking away from you, but we can't because of you, kind of song, while Mother sings it to draw them back into their old evil ways. It would be super good. I mean, the lyrics speak for themselves, in my opinion. I've worshipped at your altar faithfully, I've summoned every demon inside of me, and now they won't go back from whence they came. Am I an idiot? I'm still not sick of this. It fits for when they were kids. And Mother showed up, and she was like, hey, here's this book. Hey, let me teach you what I know. I'm gonna make you into these evil witches. And they followed everything with her. Like, it would really make sense if she, like, set them up for betrayal or something, and they're just like, excuse us? Oh my gosh, it would just make so much sense. Then it goes on. Mayday, we've been sinking in slowly, turning into something unholy, running away from the same sins. This is a place heaven's not been, and it just goes on. This song is very Sanderson Sisters and Mother Witch if the Sandersons were struggling with their own morality, which I could see happening after the ending of that second movie, because Winifred would be like, okay, so I screwed up again. I'm gonna own it. Maybe we try something different. But at the same time, it really feels like a Mother Witch song that she would use to, like, bring them back under her wing. Either way, it works. Seriously, go listen to it for yourself. The next track is actually used in another Disney movie, but hear me out! It really fits the Sanderson sisters, and that is Immortals by Fall Out Boy. Yes! This was in Big Hero 6 for the good guys, but it also works for the Sanderson sisters and their quest for eternal life and staying together. It talks about being immortal, but not for long. The Sanderson sisters know they have to keep feeding their immortality via the life potion, so their immortality doesn't last for long until they have to do it again. I love the lyrics. I'm still comparing your past to my future. It might be your wound, but it's my sutures. It kind of makes me think of Mary specifically, thinking about where they were before and after Winifred was exiled from Salem, her wound, and how it was herself and Sarah, to a degree, who helped her feel whole again, and they continue to do so for her every day. Their faith in Winifred is tested every time she comes up with some sort of crazy plan that probably won't work, but they go along with it in good faith that she will get them through any struggle they face to their goal of being together forever. Immortals really just has that vibe. It's like how they used it for Hero. Getting together with his friends and doing stuff. Same concept, just for the villains. So this song that I'm picking next is a whole lot darker, but in keeping with Hocus Pocus 1's tone specifically, and it's Volbeat's By a Monster's Hand. I can hear this one being played for all of the Sanderson sisters' dark magic spells, like the cat spell and Billy's resurrection. It also really fits in with their daily routines of
luring children to their demise?
Especially the refrain, and in the night he's dancing with the dead, wearing the body parts on a string, high on emotion, it goes with his dress. We know the Sanderson sisters are very dark characters, regardless of how funny they are. That underlying thing that we all know is there, that we try to float over and not talk about too much, it's always there. It's that rather disturbing if you think about it too long kind of thing. We also know, and it leads into this, we know what their favorite food is, and that was really emphasized by the rather, again, disturbing if you think about it too long Walgreens scene with the face mask. At the end of the day, they are very scary murderesses. And honestly, By a Monster's Hand fits that dark side of their personalities extremely well. That's really all I have to say about this track. It's good. Coming up next on the soundtrack, we have Bad Luck by We Came as Romans. Bad luck is the name of the game for Sarah Mary and Winifred Sanderson, whether they bring it to other people or they themselves are on the receiving end of it, which is more likely than the other most of the time. They did get a raw deal as children, and honestly, some of it was just bad luck. It was bad luck that Papa Sanderson died and left them orphans. It was bad luck that they were placed under the care of Trask. It was bad luck that Winifred's powers appeared at the exact moment they did. It was bad luck that they happened to take the one kid that the big brother would want to get back, ultimately leading to their initial death, their first death, the first time they died. But the lyrics also just again really fit for Winifred's situation of being an overly protective yet bullheaded sister. She does everything she does to keep her family together because of bad luck in the past. Take the first verse, for example. I think too much, yeah, I know. It's all in my head, can't let it go. Fighting for space with all the same ghosts, am I spinning out of control? Winifred is constantly spinning out of control when high-pressure situations present themselves. Like at the end of Hocus Pocus when they had like 1 hour before their lives ended and she couldn't think clearly enough to see that the right answer was in front of her. I'm not even going to play the clip. You guys already know what it is.
Joy, what luck! This is perfect for that little tow-headed brat.
We have a child.
Him!
Or in Hocus Pocus 2 when she was blinded by rage from memories of the past and she did not listen to Book, who was obviously worried about her in that moment. And the refrain really kicks into this point. I've spent all my life wondering why the bad luck always comes so easy. All this time I've realized the worst things in life are free. Maybe all the days that cut so deep, and maybe all the pain that no one sees, they're all my scars, my bad luck to keep, and you can't take that from me. This whole song is another one that really makes me think of Winifred, specifically as she grows up dealing with all these ghosts from her past, doing everything she can to prevent them from happening again, even if it means selling her soul and her sister's souls to do it. It just works, and it must be on the soundtrack. And next on our hit list is a rather new song by Dayseeker called Pale Moonlight. First reason I chose this: the Sanderson sisters can only be resurrected during a full moon on Halloween. Second, it alludes a lot to making a deal with the devil due to depression and other reasoning. Tell me that doesn't sound like our girls. Like, seriously. Listen to this. Made a deal with the devil, put me down on my knees like a cult or religion, trade my soul for a dream. There's no cure for my darkness, only perfect disease. The Sandersons may not have gotten Book from the devil like they did in the first movie, or like was said in the first movie, but they essentially did trade their souls for a dream. That dream was keeping the family together forever, then becoming corrupted by darkness, as one does when they sell their souls. So they leaned into it and danced with the devil in the pale moonlight as they got their wish. One of the recurring lines is "dance with the devil, slave till the end," and yeah, they are. They're slaves to desires, they're slaves to power, Ego, they can't get enough of those things. Sarah's libido is never satisfied. Mary's hunger is never satisfied. Winifred's lust for power is never satisfied until it cost her the people she loved most, and then she realized, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. They danced with the devil and have been enslaved ever since. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about this track because it just makes me think of them so much. I'm talking about Fame on Fire's Chains the Tower. It's called Chains, but in brackets or parentheses, it's the Tower. Because how I was talking about them being slaves with pale moonlight, this one makes me think of that even more. Way more. They are chained to their desires, chained to their past lives when they were innocent kids, chained to dark magic, chained to unbridled rage towards those who hurt them, and chained to the curse of the black flame candle. They are stuck in a death loop from that curse until their spirits are finally able to either be at peace or they take a life and live past sunrise. I want to put all of the song lyrics in here so badly because the whole thing works, but I've got to be picky and just grab a couple of examples. So some of verse 2 is ready to go to war. What are we fighting for? It's my purpose because I've become a prisoner of my insanity mixed with the memories stuck in my head. I don't know who I'm meant to be. Until it came to Trask's descendants, the Sanderson sisters had totally lost sight of why they took the path of war and revenge in the first place. And they are prisoners of their insanity and memories, especially poor Winifred, who carries the weight of being the reason life turned out this way in the first place. But they all carry the load of being trapped in this curse, and they do anything to end it. The refrain is so perfect for their desperation to end the black flame candle's hold on them. If I break out of these chains, would I save us from this curse? Will we turn to ash and burn? What do they do at the end of the first movie? What do they do at the end of the second movie? They say dust, but it's essentially the same thing. Do you think I'll make it worse? And with all of my rage, did I take it way too far with these scars around my heart? Tell me. The Sanderson sisters might not wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night with such thoughts before writing them off as nothing. Their hearts have basically been scarred nearly beyond repair from all of the evil they've done. They definitely took things too far. Farther than too far, honestly, with all the murders, and who knows what else that they could have done, and they don't seem to regret it too much until the end of the second movie. He's sensing a pattern here. They want to break their chains and just go back to being Sarah, Mary, and Winifred Sanderson, but their identities were changed the moment their father died. They went from children to orphans, from orphans to witches, and they finally just embraced it. But is it really them? After Winifred's lament? I don't think so. 2 tracks to go. And next up is Black Sheep by Dorothy. I'd love to hear those girls sing this song as a cover, but I have no idea how they would make it Halloweeny, but I would still love to hear it. This is when I could totally hear them singing in a third movie. The term black sheep often refers to someone who is different from the group, somebody with a different way of thinking or living. Who was more black sheep than the Sanderson sisters? And like the lyrics in the song, they own their differences and embrace them. What everyone from their day called wrong, they called individuality. Winifred refusing to marry someone she didn't love was unspeakable insolence back in the 1600s Salem. The girls making things like Jell-O and thinking spiders are cute was just wrong, but they weren't hurting anybody until, they grew up and actually started hurting people, but that was after the trauma. Tell me you can't hear them singing this song just from the opening lyrics. Just from the opening. Call me an outcast, call me a freak, watch those bullets ricochet straight off of me, 'cause I belong where right is wrong. Their free spirits and attitudes of not taking crap from anyone really was not normal for women back in their time. But they would be hailed by the black sheep of today who felt persecuted like they were. That's probably why Gilbert fell in admiration of them as much as he did. He was clearly one of the kids getting bullied, and it kind of feels like he too might have been a black sheep in the world just looking for a herd. The Sanderson sisters were inspiring to him. Listen to this song in its entirety, and it just has Sanderson energy, and it totally fits how their worshippers love them for so many years. Okay, the final song on this rock soundtrack for the Sanderson sisters is truly the most perfect one on the entire fan-made album I just made up. This is the one. This is the one I could 1000% hear them covering for the third movie, especially if they are still villains. The most Sanderson sisters rock song I have ever heard, hands down, goes to Royal Lynn's song Witch. It's spelled W-T-C-H though. It's everything you want in a song about witches, and it reminds me so much of Sarah, Mary, and Winifred. It's insane. I don't even know how much time I'm going to spend on this because the lyrics speak for themselves. I just want you guys to listen to it. I really just want you guys to listen to this song so bad. The Sanderson sisters can and will fight the people who oppose them and their ideals. They may not always be good at it. But they are a put up or shut up kind of family. You can't deny that they can and will fight for their lives and for each other. So let me just run this verse by you and we'll just wrap it up. You shame what you see differently, so what you don't believe, don't put on me. You ain't seen darkness in this light. Come try a new point of view. Yeah, I feel right on the wrong side. Trask call out 100%. Embracing their witchhood 1000%. I need them to cover this song 10,000%. And it just fits them so freaking well. The refrain is daring the accusers to come hunt the singer down. It reminds me of the hanging scene because they were like, yeah, you got us for now. But just you wait until we make our comeback. You won't even know what's going to hit you. It's perfect for their wicked personalities, and I could just hear this song being used in the Hocus Pocus universe, and it needs to happen. It needs to happen. I need it so freaking bad. I need you guys to listen to this song. I need you to listen to it. If there is any of them that you are going to listen to, of the links I put down below in the description, make this the one. Make this the one. It's so good. I know I didn't go as in depth as most of the others, but I literally can't do that without needing to play the song. So please, I'm begging you, give it a listen. So there it is. That's my rock soundtrack for the Sanderson sisters. What did you think of my list? Let me know in the comments down below after you've given them a listen. Like I said, all tracks on the Sanderson playlist are linked in the description. So I highly suggest you give them a listen and tell the artists that Fourth sent you. Next week, I'm bringing you a new theory video. I know it's taken a while for another one of these to come out, but I am doing one again. So thanks for sitting through this one. Thank you for sitting through this madness. And you will be rewarded for your patience next week. I promise. Cross my heart. Okay? So Thursday night, we're back over on Twitch playing more Fourth Plays Tamarin. It might be the last episode. It might be the next to last episode. Either way, I'm going into another bug factory, and we all know how I do in those. Poorly. The answer is poorly. And that's going to all take place at our usual time of 7:45 Central Standard Time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Having that extra 15 minutes has actually really helped me out, so thanks for adjusting to the schedule. And then Saturday night, we're going to be back here with more Black Flame Gaming, where we're playing Sarah Sanderson Plays Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team at 7:45 Central Standard Time, 8:45 Eastern Time. And last episode was crazy. Last episode was too stressful. That was so stressful. I did 2 boss fights within the span of like 30 minutes. It was a lot. And I was freaking out. So come join me for hopefully what's going to be a more chill episode this time. I can't do another one right now. I can't do another boss fight. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. If you're a regular on this channel, please don't forget to drop that like because it really, really helps you girl out. Share your thoughts on this list down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zolman, aka the Fort Sanderson sister, and I'll see you witches and wizards later.
I put a spell on you.